Okay, I finally got my lighting fixed and I got my positioning fixed, so here it goes. Well, first of all, of course, hi guys. It's HHN again. This is my very first ever Halloween Horror Nights 2012 update, and I'm going to throw in a bit of speculation. So first, let's get over the quick update. Well, as many of you guys have seen on Twitter, John Murray posted a picture saying we're thinking about this poem. And if you saw the picture, the poem was Dante's Inferno. If there might be a few of you who don't know what Dante's Inferno is, it's basically a 700-year-old poem, originally from what I believe is Greek, and it states or talks about the 9 stages of hell and what supposedly goes on in there. So yeah, well, this raises a bunch of like, could we have a mythology base like Orlando had? If some of you guys are from Orlando, you might remember from, I believe it's 2010, the 20 Years of Fear, the Hades Gates of Ruin. So could we have finally get an original remains of a class? Because we had classical horror literature and movies. How about classical mythology? And I remember seeing this and borrowing a copy of Dante's Inferno from my school book rental. And from what I read, it is kind of, there could be a lot of amazing characters, but still. So yeah, that's the update, the very first clue for the year, Dante's Inferno, the poem. I recommend you guys who love to get into this kind of stuff, just go to the library, check it out, or if you don't mind, going to Barnes and Noble wasting $5 to get the book, I could see it by itself coming to HHN 2012. Lightly, but who knows? And the movies that it brings to mind is, okay, I'm going to go with a new movie it brings to mind and an old movie it brings to mind. The new movie it brings to mind is Hellraiser. The new movie, that's the old movie it brings to mind. I'm sorry. It's so late and I'm tired. So the old movie it brings to mind is Hellraiser. It meets a lot of stuff, like, it's the one movie that HHN hasn't really done before. They've worked with Clive Barker in the past. Go look up some history videos, and around the mid to late 90s, there were some mazes, and if you look at the information on them, there were some mazes that were either helped in design by Clive Barker, or they say in the name directly, like Clive Barker's Freaks, which I believe was from 98. So Hellraiser is the old movie that brings to mind. Now the new movie that comes to mind, which I don't think is even out yet, is Lords of Salem, which is a new movie which is gonna be by Rob Zombie. And Lords of Salem is, if you guys ever read about the Salem witch trials in history class, that's more or less the idea. And having, again, 18th century Salem witch trials kind of thing, it could be cool to see something like not so modern looking. And also, a lot of more new movies that come to mind. Of course, the biggest one of them, Trick or Treat, and the upcoming Trick or Treat 2. Those have, from what I have seen and heard, the most popular movies that have not been made. They've been into mazes. They've been asked for to be mazes for the longest time. Trick or Treat came out in 2007, I believe. Yeah, 2007. And I guess it would be just about a rights issue. But it's got like everything awesome for a maze. Like there's all the stories that make up the movie could be a couple rooms. Like the don't blow up the jack-o'-lantern, that always wear a costume and go asking for candy. Those could, like, don't blow up the jack-o'-lantern could be the first couple rooms. You can see the lady blowing out the jack-o'-lantern and then getting killed for, or whatever, for blowing out the jack-o'-lantern and breaking the rule of Halloween. And of course, Sam, little pumpkin dude. How could you not see him there? So and who knows, Sam could even be just a roll of my tongue. The icon? Hmm? Well, that's an insane thought. But still, I could see it. In my head. I don't know if it could be in anybody else's head. But still. And, okay, so Trick or Treat and Trick or Treat 2, big drawers. Why am I flicking toothpaste? Big drawers. Lords of Salem, pretty big drawer. What other one? Oh, this one is directly out of my mind. It has not come, that I know of, it has not come out of anybody's mind so far. I hope it does. The remake of Child's Play. Yes, there are rumors that Child's Play, and news apparently, on the Internet Movie Database. You guys can go look this up yourself if you don't believe me. The Child's Play, the very first Chucky movie, is getting remade, or has been remade, but just not released yet. So, another Chucky maze? Could that happen? The very last time we got Chucky was, I believe, in 2009. We got Chucky's Funhouse. And we've gotten mazes based on remakes, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Back in Business. That was on the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then the Friday the 13th Camp Blood was. I'm sorry if I get names confused. I may have facts right, but names confused. So please feel free to correct me in the comments. Friday the 13th, I believe it was Camp Blood, was based on the whole series. The whole 13 movies, not counting the remake. And then the later one, Kill Jason Kill, that was based on the remake. And then, again with Nightmare on Elm Street, the first time they had it was it Freddy's Nightmares or Home Sweet Hell? Home Sweet Hell. That was his kills, all of the famous scenes from the entire series. And then you had Never Sleep Again in 2010. That was the remake. So we could have another remake thing maze. I think that would be pretty cool to see Chucky again. But alright, so okay, but again, guys, I'm not saying that this is gonna happen. This is just speculation, some of my thoughts. So, guys, that is the first Halloween Horror Nights 2012 update, and of course, some speculation. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. And this is HHN signing off. Bye bye.